Hello, storytellers, storytelling Ron. Look at this, evilbible.com. Let me go back to this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through some of the murder in the Bible, evilbible.com. Because atheists like to do what they do, and they don't have a limit to what they do. They just can keep doing it. The Evil Bible. I love atheists. Atheists really helped me finalize my faith in God. I mean, thank you, atheists. I appreciate it. Because when I became Christian, I really wanted to know if the Bible was really true. And I'm that kind of a Christian, where I need to test God, and God just allowed me or whatever. But I decided to just go to the darkest, most, I want the absolute proof that the Bible is a lie, So I went to the darkest places I could go, and places like this. And I remember my first reactions to going through it was like, and then I went, oh, wait a minute. That's the best you got? And I'm going to go through it with you here right now. I just like, so I'm not saying if you're a Christian, you need to do this, but if you're a Christian like me, who just like, what the hell? I want to know, man. God's going to lead you to the truth if he wants you to know the truth. And God's going to keep you in the lie if he wants to keep you in the lie. Because for me, God is sovereign. He is not God is sovereign with an asterisk. God is sovereign, period. So anyway, and that's why I love him. And if you don't like that, if you don't like that God is sovereign, I hope you understand that the meaning of that word. Okay, maybe God did not choose you to be saved. Now, if that upsets you, I would hope that you would ask Jesus to come into your life. But if that annoys you, this is not the video for you then. Anyway, so let us move on to this. The Evil Bible. Oh, they got me, man. They got me. Okay. I want to go to, number one. All right. Number one here. Kill people who don't listen to priests. And atheists can do this, right? They can lie. They have no rule that says they can't lie or bear false witness. And they can certainly, the best way that they love to lie is to just take a verse out of context, or take anything out of context, right? In life. So let's just go through. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. This guy's having a good time here or whatever, but I'm going to go through this here, through some of them. I just got a few tabs opened up here. And I went through like the first few, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. All right, here we go. Deuteronomy 17:12. Okay, anyone arrogant enough to reject the verdict of the judge or of the priest who represents the Lord your God must be put to death. Such evil must be purged from Israel. So this is here 17:12. And the man that will and the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to the minister. I'm going King James Version for the fun of it. Standeth to. Okay, maybe I should read it correctly. And the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest. That's not, anyway, that standeth to minister there before the Lord thy God, or unto judge, even that man shall die, and that shall be put away from the evil of Israel. Okay. So, this is like their number one capital punishment, or whatever, murdering, killing, whatever. I don't know. I looked up murder in the Bible, so so they're saying it's murder in the Bible, then they go to capital punishment, which is kind of strange, because capital punishment is actually a good term. Because it means it's a lawful thing, right? It's and this is exactly what this is. It's right here. Let me see right here. Oh, if there arises a matter. Okay, so this entire part here is about like creating laws and working out a court system and a judicial system and having people involved in that. The priests, have to discuss it. There's like a whole precedence for like setting up a legal system. And so if someone doesn't follow that legal system, what do you do with that person? I mean, if we set laws here, the atheists are hilarious that how dare they make laws? And then if people don't follow those laws, how dare they put them to death? Putting a law is a declaration that if you don't follow it, you're going to die. Every law is a declaration. I mean, today, if you don't follow a parking ticket, you will be put to death. See, atheists like to pretend, this is the mindset that we're idiotically following. I'm going to go to my full screen here this is a major, I'm really kind of pissed off at everyone, Christians and non-Christians, that we don't understand that a law is a death sentence if you don't follow it. It doesn't matter what it is. If everyone all the time, especially the left, want to make government control things, healthcare, public schools, whatever. They want to control things with law, with government, Marxism, and they say it in such nice terms. Oh, we need to make a law for this. We need to help these people and get the government to help these people. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? That means that if people don't comply with it, they will be put to death. If you make a law, if you do a charity, if you say we need to start a charity, great. That's exactly what you should do as a Christian or not a Christian or whatever. Start a charity. But we need to get government funding. What? No. That's a law if you get government funding. You force money from people to take it for your little doohickey when you need to just do it yourself. If you need money for your charity, do it. Figure it out. Talk to people. Get money from them willingly in a capitalist free market system. No, you want government. Every government edict is a death sentence if you don't follow it. And I'm pissed off that we all just gloss over that. And then when the Bible brings it up, you're like, oh my God, they got these laws in this government. Oh, how dare they? It's just ridiculous. If you don't follow a parking ticket, you will be put to death. You will be put to death. If you don't follow a parking ticket. If you don't comply with the parking ticket, you will be put to death. Oh, that's stupid. All right. They make you pay. You're not going to pay it. Okay. They take away your driver's license so you can keep driving. Okay. Well, they arrest, you're on the street. They confiscate your car. You don't let them take their car. Okay. Well, then we really can't let you do that. So, I'm going to resist you the whole time. Well, then we're going to, you can't drive. I'm going to drive. We're going to take away your car. No, I'm not going to let you. Police are going to come and take away your car. Nope. No. What the heck are you talking about? If you don't comply with a parking ticket, you'll be put to death. And so for them to go to the Bible and go, oh, look at this. Oh, this guy just doesn't want to listen to the priests. Oh, that's murder. This guy, this is saying, this is under murder in the Bible, dude. Murder in the Bible. Oh, a guy won't listen to the laws that they set up in the court system. Ooh, that's murder to the atheists. If there arises a matter too hard for judgment, go to the priests, have a judge according to the laws, and thou shalt do according to the sentence which they have place which they all shall choose and do and observe. But someone won't follow it. What are you going to do with the person that says F you all the time to every, hey, we need to get along. F you. We need to work this out. F you. We need to F you. But look, we need to stop. You need to stop doing F you. What do you do? Atheists are so pathetic and this is, I can't even this is the first one they do. And it's a person breaking the law. What do you do with someone that just continually breaks the law? Now, if this person, maybe they stop breaking the law. Okay, then they don't put them to death. Oh, look, they comply. Oh, great. Why would the Bible has a lot, the Bible has to write down everything concisely, quickly, and then go to the next thing. It can't, they want these little gray areas to be written down. No, the Bible doesn't have time for you in your gray areas, your whining. The Bible has time for the truth. It doesn't have time for your whining. All right, I'm just so annoyed. Right there. I think that right there, when I first did this a long time ago, and it was a crappier site than this. I think this might be the same site, but they've updated it. But back in the day, it looked like an MS DOS thing when I first did it. And I went to that first one like that, and I was like cracking up. I was like, what is wrong with this? That's it? That's what you got? And then the reason I started doing this video is because I did the pagan one, and someone said, "Oh, the Bible's full of murder and rape," and I'm like, "Oh my God, again? Over and over, the same stuff over and over." It's like, anyway, I'm doing this video because I'm just, we need to, we need to do it over and over and over. We need to teach over and over and over, and try to get people to realize the Old Testament is awesome. I love the Old Testament. It's just as cool as the New Testament as far as what's going on. And the love and joy I feel from the Old Testament is exactly the same as I feel from the New Testament. I mean, I like Jesus and the New Testament better in that sense, but I still love the Old Testament in the same way. Like a father, I love the Old Testament like a badass father, and I love the New Testament like a badass son. And I'm being a little rancorous there because I'm rankled. Okay, kill witches. So this one it's kind of a list. I don't even know if I did this one. Yeah. Well, here, it just says here, you must not allow sorcerers to live. Well, there's a whole bunch of rules here. You got rules. You got to follow these rules. If you don't follow the rules, and then you're gonna be like a parking ticket, put to death. And I'm gonna move on to this one because it gets covered in some other ones. What is a sorceress or what is a witch then? Okay, and then that's going to be coming up here. If a man lies with a woman, male as with a woman, both of them shall be put to death for. Okay, so again, we're talking about. Look at today. Here. If a man lies carnally with an animal, okay. If a woman approaches any animal, okay. So we're talking bestiality. We're talking. Incest, we're talking homosexuality, we're talking trans, we're talking all this stuff is illegal to them. Why not? I mean, in all the other nations around them, this stuff was legal, normal. Is that good? Because look what's happening today. We allowed gay marriage and homosexuality in such a way that look what they're doing. They're butchering our children now. Well, this is exactly what God says is going to happen. And it's happening today. I don't want to round up homosexuals. There's quite a few that I like, actually, as persons. But something's got to give because this is not working. This is not working. I don't want to round people up. And in Jesus, we don't have to round people up. All we have to do, is rebuke them and allow society to decide, but we need to rebuke. And the problem today is not that homosexuals or trans are committing their sins. The problem is the church is silent or is complicit or complying with it and not rebuking it. If we rebuke it, legislatively we'll work it out. And yeah, I get it. There's going to be some problems. Some homosexuals are going to feel persecuted by us under a legislative manner, but that is the peaceful way to do it. And it is not and like this. They're going to scream, "Oh, I'm being oppressed," but we're creating a standard, a moral standard in our society, and that moral standard today has gone haywire. Right? All I'm saying is it's gone way too far. Right? We're butchering children at this point, sexually, and we're allowing sadistic evil to take control. And this is just a series of laws, and you got to decide whether you're going to comply with these or not. And you can leave. You can certainly leave. It's an open land, but the problem is no one had the concept of leaving because where they would go to would be far worse. So everybody definitely knew that. You either had to comply with us or go be in a place far worse, like the Canaanites. So and the Jews knew that if they allowed this stuff, they would turn into Canaanites. And I mean, it's throughout here. It's right throughout here, throughout these books. And I'm going to get to that too. Okay. Here, fortune tellers. Leviticus 21. Nope, I skipped. Oh, here, Leviticus 20. Yeah, it's the same list. Okay. They're saying basically though, if you turn into pagans, if you allow people to come in and start teaching paganism and teaching that, we're going to start murdering our children. We're going to start homosexuality. We're going to start all this horrific stuff that we see all around us that none of us want to be part of. Oh, but we're going to just do a little bit here. No, a little bit turns into a lot. Here, Exodus 21. I skipped that one because it's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Where's the next one I went to? Let's go to 2 Chronicles. Yeah, I went down because these are all the same. Okay, right here. Kill non-believers. This one's good. This one's hilarious. I remember reading this one too, and I'm like, whoa! Oh, they got us. They got the Bible. They got it because this is not good. You can't just kill people for their belief. They entered into a covenant to seek the Lord, the God of their fathers, with all their heart, soul, and everyone who will not seek the Lord, the God of Israel, was to be put to death. Oh, no, actually, this is not the one. Whether or small or great, whether man or woman. Okay, well, I mean, I still do this one, but I'll get to the other one. It's in here somewhere. So this is a point where Asa does reforms and cleans up Israel, right? And here's what's funny. When Asa heard these words, and he decided, okay, we need to remove all the detestable idols from the whole land of Judah and Benjamin and from the cities he had captured in the hill country of Ephraim. He then restored the altar of the Lord that was in front of the portico. And then he assembled all Judah and Benjamin, along with those from the tribes of Ephraim, Manasseh, and Simeon, who had settled among them, for great numbers had come over to him from Israel when they saw that the Lord his God was with him. So, a ton of Californians decided to move to Florida. That's basically what's happening here. He cleaned it up. He's like a DeSantis. He cleaned up the land. Everything became better, became more holy. And so then all the freaking pagans, or, all the good people, but plenty of pagans decided, hey, let's move over there too. Let's go over there too. So what happens is he's saying now, because of this success, we all need to declare God as our Lord and follow the edicts of God. But some said, nah, we're just going to come here and live, off of you and vote Democrat. Okay? That's what's going on here. And he said, F that. Get the heck out of here or we're going to kill you. And remember this. What did I do there? I don't even know what I did there. Okay. This is, if you're making an open declaration like this, and that means that the people certainly had a chance to leave. He didn't let's just attack them. He said, let's make a declaration. Everyone must declare. And if you don't declare, we're going to put you to death. That means get the hell out of here or we're going to put you to death. Right? If you're going to stick around here while we're trying to clean up the land and then you're going to just turn to Democrat again, vote Democrat. What the hell? Get the hell out of here. I mean, today we don't need to throw stones and kill people. We don't need to. We need to, like they did then, because look, this is medieval, dark ages. There is no other place to go. Today there is other place to go, and there's communication, blah blah. So, and even Jesus said we don't need to kill. Back then, historically, made sense. Absolutely, it absolutely made sense. There was no system, social structure. There's no structure around them to do anything other than decide or get the hell out or be put to death. It just makes it's historical. I mean, today imagine atheists getting together and living in a commune. They're gonna start murdering each other because they got nowhere else to go. They go, you do what I say. They're gonna, you slept with my girlfriend, so who cares? We don't even believe in marriage. They're gonna just turn into crazies. It's just hilarious. Anyway, what are we at next? Okay, this one, I think this is it. Deuteronomy. Suppose you hear, okay. This one's hilarious. Deuteronomy 13. This is the one that really got me. Wait, am I missing Zechariah? Kill false prophets. Zechariah. All right, let me do this real quick. On that day. Sorry, I'm going really faster than I need. 13:3. Okay, 13:3. If anyone still prophesies to his father and mother who bore him shall. If anyone still prophesies, his father and mother who bore him shall say to him, you shall not remain alive because you have spoken falsely in the name of the Lord. When he prophesies, his father and mother who bore him will pierce him through. So that's pretty sad. That's tragic. But if you think of it like, what if your son is a drug dealer and he's a gangster and he's a leader and he's trying to turn everyone into criminals or destroy them. This is what we're talking about here. You cannot worship your son or daughter if they're going to become. Oh, sorry, I had this thing cut off for a while. You cannot worship your son or daughter if they're going to become evil. You have to be above that. That's the thing about Christianity and Judaism. We have to put God above our own children. We can't worship our children. If they're going to start doing things, and I'm going to get to here in just a sec what the source, the witch is, and what this prophecy is, and what's going on. Okay, and this is really what got me. You can't. There's a story in France. It was a decade ago, but I remember when I was turning Christian. I remember reading a story about a guy who poisoned a tennis player. His daughter was a tennis player. He poisoned the other. They discovered that he was poisoning the other players. He was giving them like a sleep drug. I mean, not to kill him, but to and. You know what I mean? And he discovered it ruined his daughter's career as a tennis player now. And she never got to be a really good tennis player because she's competing against people who felt weird and weren't, he put them in their water. He was able to sneak a sleeping pill into their water. How crazy is that? See, so he worshiped his daughter more than God. Or didn't even worship God. He worshiped his daughter. So obviously he can do whatever he wants to others because his daughter is the most important thing. If God is the most important thing in your life, then you will not cheat for your daughter. You will want, you'll love her. You'll want her to be the best she can be, but only if she deserves it based on her hard work and, competing. But for a pagan, that doesn't matter. Drugs are a huge part of paganism. And look at today. Look at today in the Democrats. They love drugs. They love drugs on the homeless. They love drugs on the populace. They love drugs coming into our communities and killing our children, ODing on stuff. Yeah, that's part of sorcery, by the way. Okay, now let's get to this cool one here. Deuteronomy 13. This one's awesome. So when I was reading this one, like, oh yeah, wow. If regarding one of the cities the Lord your God is giving you to inhabit, you will hear it said that wicked men have arisen from among you and have led the people of the city astray, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which you have not known. Then you must inquire, investigate, and interrogate thoroughly. Wow. No. How about we just go and attack and kill them? No. Apparently God wants us to inquire, investigate, and interrogate thoroughly. Right there. Like, what the heck is wrong with you atheists? Well, I know what's wrong with you guys. But anyway, everything in the Old Testament absolutely makes sense. Here's another thing. God can murder and genocide and kill anyone he wants. There's no rule in the Bible that says he can't. Hello? If we want to boil the Bible down to the basic premise of philosophy, it makes absolute sense. God, nowhere in the Bible does it say God cannot commit genocide. Nowhere. So this Bible says, God can do whatever he wants. That's our belief. As Jews and Christians, God can do whatever he wants, right? There's no rule in there that says he can't. It's the 10 Commandments is for us. We shall not murder. God can murder, but here's the cool thing. God doesn't murder. He doesn't murder. He always has a reason. And it's a parking ticket reason. You got to comply with this parking ticket or else reason. He always explains himself. He doesn't have to. But he does in every one of these. And so it's amazing. It's not amazing because God will blind anyone he wants to blind. Anyway, and if it is established and if you feel annoyed by that, he's blinded you. If you feel a tinge of hope or please don't let me be blinded, you may be one of us. Okay. Ask God. And meaning just pray to him. That's how you start to be a Christian. If you're an atheist right now and you want to know more about God, you just in your own quietness pray to him all the time and pray that he comes into your life, and he will come into your life. It's amazing. Okay. And if it is established with certainty that this abomination has been committed among you, you must surely put the inhabitants of that city to the sword, devote destruction to all its people and livestock. Okay. So what does it, and you burn it all, destroy it all. Okay, what does this mean? How dare Christians and Jews go around, they're going to kill everybody. Genocide. It's not genocide. It's not genocide. It's not genocide if you inquire, investigate, and interrogate thoroughly. That is not genocide. That is a law, like a system, a governance, you Marxists. This is a government. Inquire, investigate, interrogate thoroughly. Now, what are they inquiring or interrogating? What are they finding out about? Hey, let us go and serve other gods. Come on, guys. Let's go serve other gods. Let's be fun pagans. Let's go, do pagan stuff. Let's go serve other gods. It's cool. All right. Let me get to that then. What is that? Let me see here. Warning against idolatry. Let's see here. When the Lord your God cuts off before you the nations you are entering to dispossess, and you drive them out and live in their land, be careful not to be ensnared by their ways, after they have been destroyed before you. Do not inquire about their gods, asking, how do these nations serve their gods? I will do likewise. What do you know? It's interesting. It's got some neat, good art, good, really neat poetry, really neat drag shows. Wow, look at this. So cool. And we've got plenty of people here in America. Wow, this is so neat. We're so open. You must not worship the Lord your God in this way, because they practice for their gods every abomination which the Lord hates. They even burn their sons and daughters in the fire as sacrifices to their gods. They even burn their sons and daughters born, not unborn, born. Today, I know Democrats are trying really hard to get the born in this category for, women's health care. They even burn their sons and daughters in the fire as sacrifices to their gods. They burn babies in ovens like we do today, right? Or dismember them and use them for experiments and medical, to improve your skin color and things like that. So it's happening today. We're allowing it because we're not doing this. And yeah, ooh, how vicious of us. How vicious of us to inquire, investigate, and interrogate thoroughly. Now, destroying the whole town, what does that mean? Well, back then, obviously, it meant don't burn, don't follow other gods. And it would be a public ritual, by the way. This would be a public ritual, right? It's not a private ritual. This is an open ritual for the town. And you please understand history and context and don't be a chronological snob like you are today. Burn their children. That's what the sorcerers are, the witches and all that. Anyway, that's I know. Let me see, Isaiah 13. So yeah, whatever. God can kill. I mean, and here it says he kills babies and children, but he does it because of the society that the people, the Babylon is. I don't need to go further. It's just so stupid. It's so evil. Bible's just stupid. So that's my. Today we sacrifice our babies all the time now for women's health care, for Golden Globe Awards, so you can get your little trophy as you're out of work doing strikes or whatever. There's more babies being sacrificed now than before when Roe versus Wade, because the pill is out now. They can take this pill that just bloodily, the bitter waters is what that is, like in the Bible. This pill that kills them. And abortion has been around forever. They've had all these concoctions in the past. Films and TV are promoting Christianity as this weak sauce that is full of hypocrisy. And I will say the only religion out there that says we're all hypocrites is Christianity. So when you say the church and Christians are hypocrites, yes, but so are you. So is look at Dawkins now. Dawkins is crying for Christianity. And yet look at every one of his articles is about how he hates Christianity. And, Islam is worse, but Christianity used to be worse. No, Christianity was just following the Old Testament, creating laws and trying to end all the evil, purge all the witches from burning sons and daughters in the fire. That is the end goal of every pagan. Today, some pagan was like, we don't sacrifice babies. And I asked him, is abortion murder? And he didn't respond. I love too how they just, that's just a fetus. They just try to gloss over that and move on to the next thing. I think we should just stop right there. No, abortion is murder. End of story. No discussion. Right there. End it. There's no reason to debate or talk about it. Abortion is murder. We need to, and you and I need to live our lives like that way, in the sense of policy or when we talk about things, who you vote for. I don't know. I don't know if we should compromise. We should be saying it openly, loudly across the land. So anyway, it's exhausting, but God's in control. The best thing you and I can do is hey, whatever you love, turn it into an evangelistic tool, a ministry. So I love role-playing games, and that's kind of what I'm fascinated by. And it's a mind thing, right? It's a constantly, social thing. And when it's a social thing where you're socially active in your mind, talking and stuff, you should look for a way to turn it into an evangelist tool, a ministry. And so I've turned my RPG love into a ministry tool, because it's us using our psyche, and so that's what I'm doing, and I'm encouraging you to do it as well and turn this into your own ministry. Please take it and run with it. If you can, give me credit. If you can buy some of the stuff on my site, just to encourage me to keep working on this and making more of these. And I try to keep it super cheap, because I'm just an amateur dude here doing my thing. So that's what I'm all about, though. And I'm not afraid of the atheists and their claims, and they crack me up, because the Bible is, man, it is perfect. It's perfect. Even with all the mistranslations, it's still perfect. It still survives through all that. And God knew we would do that. We would have translations, and and there's a gray area of artistic interpretation in language, because language is such a beautiful, fun, poetic thing. But the Bible can survive all that, because I read like different translations and still went the right direction, even when I missed a few phrases or a few words that weren't accurate, I could still tell as I went from different versions, and still, I think. Anyway, all right, so that's it for my video today. I got a lot to do, and I'm very encouraged about and loving what I'm doing. I'm getting less and more emails now from people, encouraging word, and people and people who want to work with me. It's building slowly but wonderfully and lovely, and and of the truth. We're just being more genuine. I really love that and appreciate it. I appreciate people who've reached out to me and I've talked to. I'm a very sort of goofy, disorganized and loner kind of guy. I actually like to be alone. I like peaceful garden woodworking. I do my sword fighting stuff, but I'm definitely getting that, like, I think my testosterone's going down, because I'm very like, I don't need to prove myself. I like the peacefulness of life and stuff. Anyway, being a goofy old guy now, but get off my lawn. Anyway, all right. Do something for the Lord. Anything, as mistaken or goofy or dumb as it is, do it joyfully for the Lord. Okay. And that's the way to solve this, is to do that and show others that you're doing that. My suggestion, if you love role-playing games, There's a Dragons and all those, is to try this game and try to build on it, or make a version of it that you like, and gather men together and create a fellowship, and start honing, getting better at that, getting better at honing that craft. Okay, the game of life. Roll holy dice.